Okay. Thank you for reminding, Kritika. Okay. So this environmental impact assessment was framed in 1994 to address the safety concerns raised in the decade after Bhopal gas tragedy. The EIA is a part of the Environmental Protection Act 1986. It was last revised in 2006. Activities that access, utilize, and affect natural resources fall under its purview. The regulatory regime was also framed as a social safeguard. It recognized that land served by project developers could have economic and cultural significance for communities. So suppose if there is any land which has been taken by the government for some project, if it has any economic and cultural significance, it should not be taken. At several places, however, authorities contrived to dilute the EIS public consultation process. When the public consultation process has been diluted, in 2000, the Center for Social Justice versus the Union of India, the Gujarat High Court observed officials are holding public hearings at district headquarters. The persons who are likely to be adversely affected in environmental matters are poor persons who would not travel a long distance between the proposed project site and the district headquarters. The court also noted that the minutes of public hearing are either not recorded or not given to the concerned persons. The Supreme Court also flagged the undermining of the public hearings procedure in its Vedanta verdict in 2002. So this second paragraph talks about the weaknesses, talks about the loopholes, talks about what you can say the issues related to the environmental impact assessment. Right, so you can take this point that what are the problems related to the environmental, what you can say, this thing. Second is the proposed amendments. Now the third paragraph is about the proposed amendments. The proposed, second paragraph is about the existing issues of the EIA. The proposed amendments to the EIA have invited criticism for sanctioning and codifying such dilutions to the regulatory mechanism. The period of the public hearing has been reduced from 30 days to 20 days. Earlier, the public hearing used to be for 20 days, but now it has been reduced to 30 days, because as per our environment minister, as per our government, they used to say that 30 days is a very long period, which leads to long gestation period, or which leads to time consuming. So that is what is mentioned, and they want to reduce it to 20 days. The draft legitimizes violations by developers who begin projects without obtaining the due clearances. So it says that if any project developers have started the project without taking the due clearances, that is legitimized by the draft. In an apparent disregard of the Supreme Court's reservation against the post facto certificates, the latest as April this year, the exemptions to projects that ostensibly have environmental benefits, renewable energy parks, for example, have also drawn criticism. So we have seen that the government has exemption to the projects, like the projects which will be having renewable energy parks, that have been, that also have been drawn criticism. Critics have pointed out that such projects involve diversion of agricultural lands and have a bearing on people's livelihood. The Environment Ministry must make sure that the final EIA draft does justice to the complex relations between environment, development, and local communities that public consultation process has brought to light. So got it? So that is explained here, that why the criticism is there, what was the reason for the criticism, what are the problems, or what are the issues related to the proposed amendment. So you can point out three important things here. One is about the point related to why such type of public consultation is required. Second is what are the current issues of the environmental impact assessment, and what are the criticism to the proposed amendments into the environmental impact assessment law. Got it? Any doubts about it? What's your name? Mustaqim? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Okay, we'll go to the today's newspaper. Let me check it out whether it is downloaded or not. Yeah, it has been downloaded. Can you all see the screen now? Can you all see the newspaper?
No, sir.
Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
So we have already invested the time for this studies. We'll try to as quick as possible. Devashish, you are asking me questions, like you had some doubt about one more article. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, this clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, going to the first page.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, there was one term yesterday, like in input tax credit. Sir, what does that mean?
Input tax credit is related to GST, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will explain you when I will be discussing the GST or basic of economic negotiation.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, no
Chalo.
problem. Thank you, sir.
Today's news, very important news, that is about the solar power. Government push sees players lining up to make solar equipments. So, in an indication that the center's Atmanirbhar Bharat push could be yielding early results in solar energy space, Renewable Energy Ministry has received proposals from a range of players for over 10 gigawatt of fresh solar equipments manufacturing. So the proposals over the last couple of months to domestically manufacture solar equipments in India include those from US-based First Solar, Gurgaon-based Renewable Power, Kolkata-based Vikram Solar, and Delhi headquartered Warri Engineers. So these are the companies which are trying to manufacture the solar powers domestically. So as a proposal by the government to domestic or manufacture the solar powers only in India or domestically in India, that has been given here. So just read it out. It is yielding some result as per the new. So it could be a boost for home industry. So India aims to set up 100 gigawatt of solar capacity by 2022. Any idea what is the current capacity of India in solar energy? Anyone knows what is India's current capacity of the solar energy? It is given here. That is 34.6 gigawatt currently, right? So we want to increase our capacity from 34.6 gigawatt to 100 gigawatt of solar capacity. Given that the cost of modules produced in China is up to 10% cheaper than the ones manufactured in India, because we know that solar panels or solar modules which are produced in China, they were having 10% cheaper value than the India. The push for import manufacturing domestically could improve cost competitiveness and reduce the dependency on import. Chaliye, going to the right hand side. You must have seen that recently, yesterday, day before yesterday, there was an advertisement of which academy? They claimed that more than like 650 selections are with their institute. This institute is also claiming that more than 250 are there from their institute. So इस हिसाब से अगर देखा जाएगा तो पूरे इंडिया में there should be like more than 10,000 selection if each institute is claiming around 250. चलिए, going to the next page. There is a declaration that 12 lakh tribal households to get one-time grant of rupees 4,000 each. The government is going to give them 4,000 rupees each to the all 12 lakh tribals in Maharashtra. Okay, today's editorial is about the candidate Kamala Harris. Has been what you can say declared as a candidate from the Democratic Party in US. So her selection as Joe Biden's running mate acknowledges change in America and an imaginative political response to it. It's an important thing because obviously Kamala Harris is from what you can say from she's having an Indian origin. That is why it is very important. So just read it out. What is the significance of this type of election. Right hand side, there is an article written by Ramchandra Guha. Ramchandra Guha is one of my favorite social scientists and social historian of India. He has written one article that is Honorable Judges, court must reflect on its calling as defined by constitution and the direction it is taking. So we've seen that recently there are certain issues related to the between judiciary, legislature, and common people. We have seen that the Prashant Bhushan has been, what you can say, sent a notice about the what you can say for his dissent against the inaction of the Supreme Court. So that is what is mentioned here. So just read it out. So here Ramchandra Guha is again one of my favorite. He used to write earlier a lot, but nowadays he's writing very what you can say, less article. But again, you read this article. It's a very important article which will help us in understanding the recent social problem in India. So second is seal of justice. Supreme Court interpretation on equal inheritance to daughters is one of the more step towards ensuring gender justice. So paper one topic, issues of the women and women's organization. How many of you know that the law is already existing that the women should have equal rights in the inheritance of the property?
Yes.
Again, but it is not in practice. Like it is not in practice because many of many women do not themselves wants to take the equal rights, and it is considered as a taboo, social taboo in India for taking equal rights in the properties of the parents. So I'm expecting a question on this particular judgment of the Supreme Court in paper one. The topic is issues related to sociology. In paper one, there is one topic called social issues, and in social issues every year there is one question related to the issues of women in India. So this recent judgment of the Supreme Court, actually it is an interpretation. It is not judgment as such. It is an interpretation that the women to have equal inheritance to daughters is one more step towards ensuring gender justice. So read this article, cut this article and put it in paper one, topic women and women's organization. That is role of women and women organization in Indian society. Any doubts? Will you all read it? And if you do not understand anything out of this article, I will discuss it in tomorrow's class. Okay, going to the next article. Goodbye Rahat Indori has been given here. The poet who sang the news lives behind a void that echoes with his powerful simple verse. Check it. All rounders are bits and pieces players. It's about the Indian cricket, leave it. The Rama I sang. So there is an article written by T.M. Krishna, who got an Magsaysay award recently. So he has written an article about the Rama, which he sing about, because he always used to sing the songs about the Rama. So he comes to life in Tyagaraja's Kirtans, which beseech you to seek Rama within. That is what is mentioned here. Now going to the next, page. Next page is about the explain page. So who is Kamala Harris and what does her pick signify? So that is explained here. Kamala Harris has declared as a candidate for the Democratic Party in the presidential election. So just read it out. Who is Assamese and a proposed definition and several questions. So this is related to the northeastern issue in India. Just read it out. Going to the next page. I'll directly go to the economics page for today. Gold plunges around 10% in 2 days. Like I just told you a few days back, the value of the gold is ballooned. It is not actually the value. So it has been plunged 10% in 2 days. So 10% त्याची किंमत कमी झालेली आहे. Gold prices, which hit a high at rupees 56,000 per 10 gram recently, has plunged by around 10% of rupees 50,000. So those people who have bought gold at 56,000 rupees, 56,000 rupees, they are in loss now. Got it? So of course, net asset values of the gold in ETF have been declined. That is what is mentioned. What is ETF? I will explain this in detail. So read this out. Why investment in gold is not a good idea in an economy. That is also explained here. Right hand side, there is one article about, there is a statement given by our finance minister. Don't have private investors coming in big way, trying to encourage people to invest. So private investment is decreasing. So private investors are not investing in any business, any particular goods and services. So the government is trying to encourage people to invest. So what are the initiatives taken by the finance minister to encourage the people to invest in the activities that is explained here? So just read it out. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the agricultural sector has stood strong during the pandemic. Yes, of course, agriculture is the only sector which can act as a growth driver for India. That is what is also explained here. UK economy slumps 20.4% in Q2, enters recession, how it went wrong and what are the forecasts now. So 20.4% से उसकी इकोनॉमी गिर चुकी है. It means what? There is a fall in the GDP, but 20.4% in Q2. It's a very, very important problem. And a recession means what? That we have already discussed. Recession means a situation when there is a fall in the production of the goods and services in 2 quarters. That is what is called as recession. The question is that what is recession is explained here, and what are the UK's numbers so bad? What are the forecasts for the global economy, and what about India's number? That is also explained. Few economists have declared that. Yesterday you were discussing about that our real GDP is going to be negative, and nominal GDP is going to be around 2.3 something. So that is also explained here. What is the situation of the Indian economy? Just read it out. For second time, no bidders for BharatNet optical fiber cable maintenance works. You know that BharatNet has been started by pompous ceremony by our government, but there are no bidders for the BharatNet program here. Yes, someone is asking anything? Any question? Any doubts?
So,
Yes, yes, Ritika.
so how will the interpretation of the law really help the society? Because the law was already there.
Law was already there, but there was confusion about it. Because what is happening now? What was the issue? Suppose if there are 2 sons and 1 daughter. So what used to happen that the people used to give only like 25% to what we can say to the daughters, and 50% was shared by the remaining was shared by the sons, right? So now the Supreme Court has said that is actually that the daughters have equal share in the property which they inherit from their parents. So law was there, but we know, and I'm very sure that only 3 to 2% daughters may have what you can say claimed the right to the properties of their parents. Even we know that even very educated women, there are those who have, even I will tell you that many IAS officers also did not have claimed their inheritance in their parents' property. They are supposed to implement the law. And I will tell you, I will also give an example. There are many judges of the courts. They also have not taken the right of their properties in the court, although they know the laws. So that is what is the problem.
Yes.
Like, so interpretation will help in keeping awareness about it.
Okay.
Fine. Check it.
Yes.
Going to the next article. ठीक है, certain का एक article आया है यहाँ पे. It's a very important. That is article that can be useful for you cyber security. Anyone knows what is certain? If you don't know what is certain, you will go and check it out today. What is this certain is? SCERT and IN. So meet Y to take legal action against certain empaneled cyber security company. So just check it out. What is the problem with this certain issue? You need to know what is certain. This will come in paper 3 topic, basics of cyber security. Chaliye. So this is all about for today's newspaper. How come we could finish with before 7 minutes today? We have skipped anything?
Explain page, sir.
Explain page is about that lady of US. Who is she?
Okay.
That's not relevant to us. That is not relevant to us. Kamala Harris. So check it. So we'll stop it here today. Tomorrow we'll continue. Fine. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow also we'll continue for that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.